All right, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Minetest Gameplay of sorts. Yeah, and today we are going to look at the Frank Lloyd Wright Waterfall house. But first, how's everybody doing in their part of the world? It is 72.6 degrees in Chicagoland. Yes, it is. Look at that. So this is a practice world. And what I mean by that is it's a backup of my world. And one of the cool things is, if I get to it, there we go. Somebody, a long time ago, a viewer had set in about one of the worlds being available. And that a couple people were using it as like a first person shooter, and they were kind of like appalled by it, and they didn't like the fact that somebody would blow that world up. Well, if you have a backup, it doesn't really matter. You could do it, you could do whatever you want with the world. I was always hoping that somebody would take this world and create a first person shooter out of it, like Escape from New York. But first, we have Jerry, who's been making trailer parks in my world, all around there. And nothing of your buildings was destroyed. I want to keep all the buildings and fill in all the rooms and furnishings. That's very cool. And you could do lots of fun stuff. That's a rotate command. I will show that, the effects of that in a second. But yeah, do whatever you want. Have fun. As long as you have the original, you have the original copy of it. You can always go back and I'll show you why. And Scooter, I used the same table saw trick on the wool and created restaurant boots, but I didn't know how you could do that trick with mom and pop couches. Oh yeah. You do a lot of stuff. Those are very cool. So let us take a look real quickly. What this is, I have to switch views here because I'm a professional. So this is the house that I'm trying to replicate. It is the Waterfall house from Frank Lloyd Wright. And it's in Pennsylvania. This house is very hard to duplicate. I'm having a hard time with it. I am having a very hard time with it, as you're going to see in a second. The perspective of this wall is parallel. This stream comes parallel with the front of the house. And there's a total of 3 floors. And you can see the one floor, I don't know if you can see my mouse moving around, all the way up here. So that's one view. So the stream actually is parallel with the house. It comes through here. It goes around the front of the house to this waterfall. But it comes around to the back of the house and comes through the supports and then down the waterfall. And here's another view. So the stream runs this way. It's very important. But you can see here, this is all enclosed where the stairway is. Now that's another view. Here's another view. There's the back of the house, which goes into the hillside here and has this kind of wood, pergola or some kind of covering. Yeah, we'll do that. And there's a tree there, and they actually went around the tree to preserve nature. Very cool. And my back of the house looks nothing like this, but this is all angles coming out. I have to replicate that. Here's the final 3rd floor. I don't know what's up there. I know there's a couple bedrooms. And I also messed up this here, which is, these are like an office. And here's another room. And then the fireplace sits on this wall. So I will show that. That's that. This is from, and I'll leave a link in the description to this person's photography who took those pictures. It's evanwoodardphotography.com. Falling Water, Frank Lloyd Wright. I will copy that into the show notes if I remember correctly. And hopefully I will, because that person, that's the best photos I could find even from going to the official sources. So let's go take a look at my monstrosity real quickly, because we want to do some building. Pay no attention to the floating upside down house, because I unsuccessfully used the rotate command, and it rotated it 180 degrees upside down. So obviously I don't know what rotate means. That's weird. That's wild. This is like the Poseidon Adventure, where the ship flipped upside down and they had to do that. But yeah, that's wild. So here's where I was laying out the house, and you can see it's just I made some mistakes, so we're not going to dwell on this one that much. But obviously, this is the ocean, so you can see how I tried to take some artistic freedom, but I did work out these supports using the Bridger mod. These are just railings that I grouped together. So we will do that. But that's a failed attempt at a canal. But this is a practice world. This means I can do anything I want in this world. This is where the house is going to come to its final resting place. Next to the Chivalry House, which is an artist on Minecraft who designed that house, and my other houses. There's going to be a road that comes through here, and you'll see that the back of my house is ugly. I'm going to fix that. But this side of the hill I have it backwards. The hill is supposed to connect this side of the house, and this side is supposed to be open. So I'm working on that. Plus I need to drop the house by 1. So I think I got the proportions somewhat right. It's very hard because, you are dealing with 3 foot by 3 foot cubes. So it's not bad, but there's a lot of improvements. So I think I got the area. And this room, there's going to be a couple rooms up here. You have your little balcony. You come down these steps here. Everything is stone. You have a bedroom here, which will have a front glass. You have another one here. These are like the main rooms, main living area. I don't know. I'm going to do something with it. Something creative, I guess. Nice. But the whole thing is meant to try to emulate that house. So you come down here. I took some artistic freedom to utilize this area of the house back here. Some rooms, hide some bathrooms, come down here. This is going to be water because that's what it is in the real one. And then you come in here. The fireplace is on this wall. So this is going to be built out as the fireplace. This is one of those little office rooms, but it's got to be made bigger. And if we come down here, this is the stairway that leads to the water. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to sink this because we want the river flowing this way. So it's going to give the impression that there's going to, and this whole area is going to be redone. So we can have, I'm going to extend the hills out and fill this area in. So we can have like a stream come through here, and then it's going to exit over here, run down here into the water. So that's going to be how that works. Nice. And because we are wasting time here, I don't know if I can get over to the other area fast enough. I'm not going to. What I'm going to do is I am going to cut the video here, and we will come back where we're going to put this house. Now, I saved it. So this house is actually, if you go into save load, I actually saved it as a world edit file. And now we're going to bring it back. So, yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, and this is now I'm back out at my other world. This is the official world. This is the one where we don't want to make any mistakes. As you can see here, as I fly to the area that it was, it is undamaged with butterflies and unknown objects. What is that? Oh, a wolf. Nice. Okay, so we are going to go because I want to do some building. I don't know, but we'll try. Hi, Mr. Whale. So, as you can see, this area is, I've played around with it. Threw some bamboo. Might leave that. Now, I want to, this is going to be strange. This side is the open side, but this side connects. So, this is where I did it on the other. So, what we're going to do real quickly is, what is that? Wrought iron gate. Why did I have that? I don't know. We're going to fill this area in real quick. I want the, come on, not the cover, flat. I think it's the flat hemisphere wand. Yeah. And then I want the smooth wand. So let us see what we can do here. This all this area has to be filled in. Nice. So we're going to do some playing. That squirrel was bothering me yesterday. It just will not leave me alone. Yeah, there's going to have to be a lot of shaping going on because, and it doesn't really matter because this whole area is going to get blitzed out. But I want to fill this in because I found when I was doing it that it had a problem. It added too much work. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do these far corners and fill this whole area in real quickly. And then we can move on to placing the house. It's going to give us a better view. But yeah, this whole area needs to grow out. Okay, because I'm going to use it. So the idea is that, and I'll play with this back area. The whole idea is to, I can't replicate the house exactly, but what I can do is I can tell my little story here. So this over here is going to be the driveway that'll curve around to the house. So that's how that works. But I need to fill this area in. So that fills that in. We need to go there. And I'll make that look a lot more workable. I want to move the house. So over there is where I had it. So we're going to do right here. And I think I want that as my one. That'll work. So we go in here and I called this Waterfall 4 of my world edit file. We're going to allocate. So as you can see here, it allocated where the house is actually going to sit. So do I want it like that? Or do I want it back farther? I'm not sure because I want to create a stream. Let's go back by 2 and reallocate. Reallocation done. Now we're going to do something highly controversial. we are going to clear this area here. So go in here, and we're going to set nodes as water, no, air. And yes, I know I have a backup. Ooh. Wow. This is going to cause us this right here is going to cause us a little problem, but we'll take care of that. Okay, so we have our allocation. Let's go for it. Here we go. No pain, no gain. Load. Boom. It loaded my house. So you could use this technique anywhere. Now let's see how badly I did this. Not bad. Not bad at all. This area here is going to have to be played with. This area here, we are going to have to see. I should have. I don't want to do too much here. I'm going to have to do a lot of. That's fine. I can just. Oh yeah, we're going to leave that for now. So this is the problems that I'm having with this. We know. I'm going to have to get rid of that hill. Yeah. I'm not sure if I had this farther back. I made a mistake. I'm going to have to do some, wow, what a mistake. It doesn't matter. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten this area out. That's what happened. All right, so let's take a look at the house real quick. There's kind of no going back. Once you lay it out, the only thing to do would be to completely remove it and then start over. So we nestled it in. I'm going to feather this in to make it. Actually, I should extend this hill to the house. That's an idea, and then I have to open that up. I think what happened was I had this farther out. So let us go over here. Now, this walkway here, this is going to be water, and it overlooks that. And I want the water is going to be up to this first line. So that's why that does that. So let us see here. We come up here. This is the updated design. So the grand fireplace will be here. This needs to be extended out. Now, this is what I was talking about the back of the house. So I have just one this house almost like it looks like a stair on its side. And I think that's where my problem is. Get off my house, bear. So we will start taking out some trees here. Obviously, I'm not going to finish the house in this episode. We need to figure out what needs to come out. I'm thinking we need to go here. So this is one, and then right here. This all needs to go bye-bye. Nice. And then, you know, there's other techniques and stuff like that, but I'm just clearing this for right now. I might have to go lower, but I don't want to ruin that tree. And the smooth wand and the fall wand have a tendency of really doing some harsh, when you use it, it really messes up your area. Like right here, it would also affect part of the tree. I could keep this because I actually want to do some building here. But I want to see how this is going. I want to get an idea how this is going to look. That's going to get filled in, that hole. This has got to be brought down. Look at that. There's trees here. So it kind of needs to... This is horrible. You see, I made a last minute decision and moved that. But that's how you can do, you can do anything. Anything that you build, as long as you're happy with the way that it is situated. As you can tell, I had to put this house just like that. I want to do this the fast way. So we can make this as a 1. And oh, that's going to be bad. Why not? Here we go. Boom. So I got more filling to do. I'm making this worse. I think I'm making this worse. Smooth wand. See if we can't do something with that. I know it's going to... I don't want to get too close to... the tree. Okay, that's not bad. Mr. Bear. So this is where you have... You're going to spend a lot of time. The house only took a couple hours. And that was because I had to keep lengthening and extending. And anybody that's built will know that that's how that works. I want to get this all filled in real quick. Oh, I just added another layer where I shouldn't have. Nice. So basically what this one will do is, this is a flat hemisphere wand. This whole area is going to change. You have to be very careful what you point at when you use that wand, because you will have things replicated that you didn't want to have. All right, so we need to get rid of this real quick so we can move on. And obviously, one of the cool things about this is that I'm going to hide it with a lot. Any imperfections are going to be hidden with trees and plants and stuff. I see you, Mr. Rat. And I don't want to use anything drastic like the blow wand, because the blow wand creates like a huge divot. I just want to move this area here so I can start building. Now this area over here, let's see, what did I have? That's a flat hemisphere. I do not want to do anything that's going to upset. And you know what? It doesn't really matter because I have the original file. We're just going to smooth this out. Just so I can get an idea. Smooth already. It ain't smoothing. There you have it. There you go. It just screwed up the house. Why did it do that? You have to be very careful what you're playing with. All right, we fixed the house. Now, you saw that I had the wand selected. That would have caused some real heartache. You have to be very careful with these things. So I'm going to stop destroying everything. We're going to see what we can do about the back side of this house. I just want to get, so I get a good perspective. So one of the things that I learned was that one of the important aspects of this house was that of the angles. So all the angles had to be, there was a lot of, wow, I can't talk. So nature was very important to Frank Lloyd Wright. And every aspect of the house, every window that you looked out of, you were looking at nature. So you come up to these windows, you come out these, any doors or windows or anything like that, and you were looking at nature. So there is that. Let's fix this back side of the house. The proportions on this side are correct. The proportions on the other side are not. So let us do. So we're going to bring this out. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to lay our base. What the? Oh. I'm just shooting air there. I should come over to the other side because we're going to make this step out. But we don't have to do that very far. So 7, it's going to come out here. It's going to add a whole nother room to this house. Okay. Yes, folks, this is how you build. This is why I tell you, oh, I want to see you build. I want to see you build. Yeah, well, I'm boring. So there is that. So I heard I was watching a video. It was like a fail video. And the person took a song from a hugely famous movie. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And proceeded to sing the song. Now, is there going to be enough? This is supposed to be an office. Oh, that's because I did that. So we're going to get rid of this glass on this side. So it goes something like, I'm going to fill that in because why not? I really don't like those plants anymore. I keep losing my thought. Come on. I want to get the base down here. I think that's going to look fine. So what this is going to do is it's going to create these rooms here, and then it's just going to get hidden in with. Now, why did I do that? Let's see. Let's get rid of these. I wish this glass had. I have to see if I have any other glass that might work here. What is that? Go away. All right. This ain't going to be the floor either. This is just so I get a bearing on how deep I have to go. So let's just build this up. Can we build it? I don't know. Maybe. As Bob the Builder would say. Imagine if Bob the Builder was union. So I'm just rambling. This is gonna be this video is a train wreck. So for right now, we're just going to fill this in. And I am going to take a lot of creative freedom or creative I'm going to veer away from the source because I don't feel that this is going to be 100% accurate or accurate at all. Where are my windows? Okay. Clear. So all this is going to be, see, this doesn't look. You know what? It doesn't matter. All right. So we need to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's gonna ruin that one. No, we need to go here. So we're going to stack this by 7. Boom. Nice. And then fill this in. And create our roof. And I'm going to do something a little differently. It's an idea I was working on. Not all my ideas are good. Okay, so let's see how well we did here. Nope. That looks horrible. It doesn't, it's not horrible, but I think it's too big. Let's see how well it looks when we get this filled in, because this is multi-story. You're gonna have to really play around. It's not bad, but it's not good. I'm gonna have to look at the reference photos again. I don't like it. Let's see how it looks on the inside. So you come around in here. I mean, it makes sense. You have this office, and they had these curved windows. I think one of the problems is that it's flush. Let's try this. I think that might do it. It creates like a lip. And then on the back of the house, I can do something else. No. Maybe. There's too much stone. And this stone is not. This stone just doesn't. but maybe this is what will set it apart. And then I'm going to put some accents and stuff. Okay, I need one more here to overlap. See, that's 2, 1. It's not bad. I know I'm floating around here. It's very hard to get to. See, that's not bad. That looks a lot better. It fits in with the house. So we're going to leave that because this area here is just horrid. But this is what yeah, I think that'll look better when this all gets filled in. Cool. So everything here is subjective. And in other words, it's to the eye of the beholder. Let's see if I could do this without ruining anything. Because you put these wands in my hand. And, yeah. Alright, that looks a lot better. I think there's too much glass, is what the problem is. So we are going to eliminate. We're going to eliminate some of it. Let's do one more row down. We have 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Do I need to go one more? Okay. Leave it at that, I guess. And it's kind of hard because when you have these rooms, you know, this is a huge room now. I could actually shrink this by 1, but we're going to leave that. We're going to let that sit. So we have this right here. There's going to be glass that encloses this whole area. And I still don't know what I'm going to do about this area. So here, this is a room, and the room's going to, it basically all windows. That's not a problem either. So we can do this. And we can stack this by 3. No, 2. Don't want to make that mistake again. So you can see how this is, it's coming along. That adds that. Now let us figure out how we're going to do this. This area is going to get enclosed. So we actually come out here. Then we are going to it really does Is this where I wanted it? Yes, that's where I wanted it. And this is going to go all the way across. Wait, what happened here? Oh, I just didn't have it. So this sits here. And then this goes up. Oh, I never finished it. How nice. So, and there's a lot of windows like this in this house. Let's go downstairs. Let's go downstairs and see how badly I messed this up. So this area is going to be, it's going to be open. It's really strange. And the artistic freedom, that's the word I was looking for earlier. The artistic freedom is going to do that. Now in the photos, see, this is what I'm talking about the kind of proportions. It's really, really hard to get the proportions. Some people might be able to do it better than me, but yeah, good luck. I think that looks a lot better, especially with that lip, and especially when it gets all filled in with vegetation. All right, so there's the first floor. And then we go up to the second floor here. We have all these nice hidden rooms. We have our patio area that's going to be here. You come out on your, this is a private deck overlooking. So that's done. I could put some more doors over there that will lead over to this section. Actually, that's a good idea. If I do the door deal, but I'm not going to do it right now. So you come over here. This will all be inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Holy cow, he can count. So, and I never finished the story from earlier. So let's go 9. So I do that a lot. All right, so here's the patio or the balcony. And then we're going to finish this up and call it a show. Because for right now, I'm just going to build here. Imagine, like I said, imagine if this was a union site. Come with me and we'll see a world of OSHA violations you can find. Oh. And I'm going to have to break up this top. So this right here is where that is. We're going to break up. This is way too big. However, it follows the original roof. And I have to have it there for the stairs. And it goes to this side. You know what? I'm going to keep it because we're going to create a couple rooms up here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to accent it with pillars or something. Just to give it, to make it look more realistic. But here you have an idea of how this is going to play out. And I've tried to stay true to the Frank Lloyd Wright idea, but yeah, it's coming along. So what I'm going to do is take a screenshot here. So this area here, there's going to be, like I said, I'm going to fill all this in. There's going to be a river coming out of it, like a secret location. Let's say a cave. And then it will flow here. This will all be trees. It will flow here and then it'll flow down there. So we have that figured out, but it's also got to flow through the back side. That's going to be fun to figure out. So back here, we're going to extend. Oh, I just dropped my glass. Back here, we're going to extend the house a little bit. So we're going to give it that step look, but keep these hills. So it steps up into this. And then I'm just going to hide all my lack of building knowledge with trees, because this will extend this off and we can put a kitchen in and stuff. And then this is going to be an office. See, that's too big. It's fine. We're going to see what we can do. You know, I went through the whole game without shooting a rat. So we have this. Now, the main thing about here, and I'm going to have a problem with the floors. And there's some skylights that creep in here. That's fine. So we come over here. We're going to have this backside. We're going to make it come out a little bit. I don't know. We're going to have to see what I come up with. But this is basically, and then back here we can put another room. Have a huge, I don't know what I'm going to put back there. They would come in, so we could put a bathroom back here. We could put part of the kitchen in here. There's a lot of different things that we could do. And not knowing the exact layout of the house. So we come up here. We have the bedrooms up here, 2 bedrooms here. We have another office or den here overlooking. And then we have this off here. This is actually the only thing that's accurate. So right here, and then there's some huge flower planters here, which I could replicate. But that third floor is what's very out of proportion, and I know it. So we will have to see how I fix that. And then I can put a doorway here that can lead, because I kind of screwed up here. So you have the stair here, but you can only get to that room, which is fine, from over here. Some back windows and back here. So that's it. That's what we're going to do. I think we have a great start. Now I just have to I'll be honest with you, it doesn't look, it resembles the Waterfall house, but it doesn't. It's like I've added enough creative artistry and go from there. That's one of the that's why this doesn't look good. It's not blending in with the surroundings. I will take care of that. I think that's what my problem is. You think? I have lots of problems. As we told my boss once, I don't have, one of my coworkers, she goes, you know, he doesn't have problems. He has volumes. He doesn't have issues. He has volumes. There we go. So I think that looks pretty good. We will play with this and go from there. Once it gets the water in and everything, it's going to be fine. So that's it. And it looks a lot better with the glass. And once we start getting the flooring in, and so you say the floor is going to be a problem. I can change the floor to whatever I want, but underneath here, the floor will show through. So the way to counteract that is, as long as you have the area, and we do, we're going to take this little slab here. Now, let's say I want to use the there's some tiles that I wanted to use. We're just going to use this just for the sake of this, for the demonstration. So we put that there. Actually, that looks kind of cool. It fits in with the thing. But you can see here, oh no, at the bottom of the house. So we're going to creatively cover that. Like that. And it's going to create a little bit of a lip. But as long as I can take that lip around to blend it in a little bit more and make it look better. Over here, what we're going to do is, you see how this wall is all straight, but I've added little parts of the circular saw here to give it some depth. And what I mean by that is, it's the same principle of what we do with the, it's the same principle. Let's grab one real quick. We grab that, put that there, and spin it there. So this wall is too smooth, and I can create different depths and just make it go to where I want. And now we'll come up here. We'll do this. So what the, ooh, I shouldn't have done that, should I? Oh no, that was fine. So what it does is it gives it more character. And it sticks it out. So it gives it a texture feel. And you can do that anywhere that, like right here, we're going to do something like this. Just to, and you could do it with various lengths. It's very subtle, but it looks really cool. Like it's sticking out. You know what? Go away. All right, so that's going to do it for this. When I come back with the next episode, there's going to be water in here, sort of. There's going to be some more vegetation, and I'm going to have the at least have the outside of the building finished. So, on that note, I think it fits in with this area really cool, though. And I'm going to have to really dress up this back. And what we're going to also do is where the floor separates. So we have 3 and 4. Why would I put a window there? Like I'm going to dress it up and put some molding across here. That'll really make it look good. We're going to put some windows in. Because, you know what, why not? 1, 2. Oh, that was, wow, that was perfect, actually. All right. And I'm going to put some walls back here. So we will take care of that. I think it's going to turn out. We're going to really have to see what happens. And then, like I said, this will blend in, this driveway will blend in. Go from there. So that is going to do it. I hope that this has been, and now you sit there and you go, yeah, but you know what? That house sticks out. It stands out. It's bold. And then you look at this and you go, it's blending in with its surroundings. Yes. Because that's how the house was designed. So accidentally created it. Now, here's one thing that I made a mistake on. There's actually a balcony off of here. This floor, actually, there's a balcony that sticks off. I can't replicate that. I'm going to have to relook at the pictures and see if there's anything I can do for that. And go from there. All right. That does it. I'm done. once we get the water in and the trees in, it's going to look cool. So thank you very much for watching as I go back over to the my home base. And we're going to see if I can make this this stuff look. Oh, I love that bouncy. We're going to see if I can make this look good. So thank you very much for watching. And until next episode, goodbye.